So I spoke with someone that is going to be really awesome for my clients. So they work with a lot of dioceses in the area, and this is a Catholic high school. They have about 450 users. Their server is now all cloud-based, and they have the one location. So my client is actually really excited, and it's quite a few users, so it should be good. And they do work with local MSPs. So excited for that one. Should be in about 2 weeks.
Got a call back today from one of my lead no interest from the beginning of the year from my guy down in San Antonio. It's just with this supply company. It was kind of funny when I talked to him initially. He knew about us from about 5, 6, 7 years ago. Wes, my owner, talked to him at that point. Nothing ever came of it. I was kind of shocked. He called me back today. Just from my notes alone, he wasn't super interested, but he did have a bunch of projects on the table that he had kind of questions for. I know Wes would like to field those calls, at least see what he can do, see if we can get anything out of it. Currently, they're sitting at about 270 to 280 users. Only one physical server on premise, but 11 locations. Hopefully, the conversation will go well. I think it's going to be for next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Just for a phone call, and if it needs to go anywhere else than that, I think we're going to try to move it in person if the conversation goes well.
So I got one for my client out in Arkansas today. It's a really cool opportunity because I've been working on this record since February. It's a Montessori school. They had a person in-house, but it's like a level 1 tech, and they have a lot of projects coming up on the horizon that they're kind of bidding out. They're wanting to open up another location. I mean, there's a lot of work on the horizon. It started out with a call me in 2 weeks, call me in a month, withered down to finally I just said, look, we are really interested in working with you, but we want to jump on that now. We don't want to keep playing the waiting game. So I think that threw a little bit of urgency into it. She's open to meeting with them tomorrow. She asked if we could meet tomorrow and discuss pricing and everything. So going out there, they have about 33 users at one location and then another location at about 10. So it'll be a decent sized account.
All right, I got a appointment today for my client out in Salt Lake City. It's with the CEO of a storage company. They have 33 locations across the city, about like 50 computers. This was an interesting one because I've been speaking with this contact since last October, and finally was able to lock some time down today for them to meet next week. So should be a pretty good opportunity. They've been using MSP but are looking into other options, so hopefully it goes well for us.
Today I got my first appointment. I set up an appointment with one of our potential MSPs. They were interested in learning about different payment plans, so I sent them over to Aaron to talk a little bit about different options that might work for them.
Okay. I was calling for my client in Wichita, and I got a hold of this construction company that is growing very quickly, and they just have break fix in place, and they are not very happy about it. And so I set up a meeting for next week on Tuesday for him to go out there and do an in-person meeting.
Was able to talk to someone at actually a pediatric place, which is what my client wanted me to kind of focus on for this month, and we were excited. She actually, our office manager, does all of their IT, and she doesn't really know much about it, so she was starting to look for someone. So hoping it comes into something. It's about 28 users, 4 locations, and they use the cloud for their server.